going to be our working definition for this half session. My name is Tiberius Bastaviciano, and I'll be the facilitator and the coordinator. We just saw the one side of open science that I call the top-down approach. It's how institutions think about open science, what comes out of the industry, and what comes out of academia as ideas about open science. Now we're going to shift to the bottom-up approach, and we're going to talk about the crowd. Most of it in the first half was about how do we share knowledge, and open science as shared publications, free access to publications. We go a little further in thinking about open science, and for us is also about crowdsourcing and crowdfunding science. There's a lot of examples out there. About open and connected academic labs as spaces for research, shared or shareable scientific instruments and equipment which have to be redesigned to be shareable and also to allow easy socialization of work, research work. We talk about IT infrastructure that supports large-scale collaborative networks that go beyond academia. So open science, you have the term open in it. This is becoming a very powerful meme. You can see it associated with open source, open innovation, open economy, open governance, open society. It is at the core of a new and very powerful and global movement. It is a very operational concept. And there's these trends all over the world. Every human domain that you can think of, you can associate something open about it that is emerging. So it has to be taken very seriously, because I believe this is part of our future. And when we talk about open, we need to talk about the crowd. Now think about blockchain technology, which is not just IT innovation or digital innovation, it's also comes with innovation in economic models and new organizational models. That stuff didn't come from the university, it didn't come from a company, it came from the crowd. If you think about 3D printing, it has been around for more than 20 years, and the democratization of 3D printing that spawns a lot of research on robotics and new types of materials. That democratization process happened within the crowd, within Fab Labs and makerspaces and online communities. If you think about personal drones, same thing, the Army has been using drones for years. The democratization of personal drones, the reduction of costs of robotics has come from the crowd. So the whole idea here is that in the first half of this session, is this idea that academia is doing research, and that research leads towards solutions to problems in the public sector. What I'm trying to make you understand is that the crowd is actually a vehicle for getting, for generating knowledge, but also for getting it into the economy and generating new solutions. So the crowd also has to be taken very seriously. Some of the most disruptive technologies today have come from the crowd. So this is what our panel is about practices of open science and open innovation, and see how the crowd is getting more and more organized by developing new governance systems, IT infrastructures for large-scale collaboration, and also new methodologies of work. So we're talking about a crowd, it's not just a bunch of people. Networks are actually becoming socioeconomic agents, meaning they have agency, they're able to plan, execute, provide services to society. If you think about the blockchain network, it is not a company, it is not a traditional institution, it is a bunch of people owning a bunch of computers that coordinate through a shared code. and they're able to provide to society a very stable and reliable and secure service. So you see that networks are becoming agents, and crowd is becoming an agent, is becoming essentially a third pillar in scientific development and open innovation. So if there's something that I'd like to retain, is that when we think about innovation, we traditionally think about private and public partnerships. I think we're trying to convince you that we now need to think about private, public, and people partnerships. So we attach the crowd as people as a third pillar of scientific development and innovation. So we're going to have two presentations about real projects of open science and open innovation. The idea is to let you understand how this is done by some organizations and how far they can go, and hopefully convince you to adopt some of these open innovation and open science practices for yourself and discover the benefit for yourself, for your organizations, as well as for society as a whole.